Everyone, Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League, and after a tough loss to the Burglars last time out, we are looking at the end of the season is upon us. Game 16 here will be against the Dive Bombers. The Dive Bombers have all but actually they have completely clinched the division. There is no way they can lose it, but a loss to us can prevent them from taking the number one seed, which is going to be very difficult for them to do. They have to destroy us. We are very, very much desperate for a win here today. We have the Rippers, the Burglars, and the Skulls in front of us right now. The Skulls still have 3 games left on their schedule. We need them to lose at least 2, ideally all 3. We need the Rippers, and the Rippers and the Burglars are done. So we need to win this matchup. We need to win by a run differential of, we just need to win. As I'm looking at this, the Skulls, if they lose 2, then that will drop them down to 9 and 7. Their run differential will likely be below the 0 mark. If we win this one, we will be at 9 and 7, and then we just need to try and keep the Burglars from we'll pass the Burglars if we win. We can't catch up to the Rippers, and we just have to count on the Skulls losing twice. So that's what's on tap for today, and we are relying on number 4 pitcher and rookie Colton Blackburn. He has had a decent season. He is 0-2 with a 5.84 ERA, but he has pitched much better than his numbers would tell you. And without further ado, it's time for us to get into this one. We have a lot of tense players here, and I don't know what we're going to do about it. Tiger Gray is locked in right now, and more than just with his mojo, he has been insane lately. I am going to have Jonah Gonzalez, as always. He's going to lead things off. Let's put Reddier did well in the number 2 spot, so I'll keep him there. Jack Mars is tense. He's struggling, but it was a caught stealing that caused him to go tense, not because of his hitting. He was actually responsible for the 2 runs that we did score. So I'll keep him at 4. I want Tiger Gray to stay at 3. Odin Thomas at 5. He's been red hot. Eliana Chambers will stay behind him. Aaliyah Sesame is tense, but I want to keep her. Actually, hold on. He's a B. Are we going to lose anything if we give Muhammad McCormick the day here? Aaliyah would be an ace exterminator off the bench, but she's tense. You know what? Let's keep the runners at bay. So let's put in Muhammad McCormick, the cannon arm. He's not going to do much offensively. So, oops, sorry, that was not what I meant to do. He's not going to do much offensively, so we'll put him at the bottom. I'm going to put Fox Brennan in there at center field. And then Aromatisse Hendricks, we just brought her in. What has she been? Oops, sorry. Aromatisse this year is 2 for 10. But her career... Oh, I can't check that. That's so annoying. Whatever. It'll be what it is. Let's keep her here. She's going to be our third baseman. Is Fernanda Branches tense as well. And that's going to be our lineup. It's a weird one. Dive Bombers will be in their traditional away uniforms. We will keep our home uniform, and we're going to play ball. We head to Colonial Plaza. Colton Blackburn on the mound against Anthony Concentrato. Oh, it all comes down to this. We had a great start to the year. Things looked amazing. The team was so, incredible. And we just slowly started to fade. We lost a tough matchup against the... lost a tough matchup against the Below Zeros, which were a team that was below 500 pretty much all year. Then we got swept by the Rippers in a doubleheader, and it's just been really tough going since then. Messiah Marino comes up to lead things off for the Dive Bombers. Them sitting at 10 and 5 right now, and at least locked into the 2 spot or the 2 seed right now. 2-2 count here. Marino 333 average. That'll drop after he grounds to first base. Nice play from Tiger Gray. old friend Tony Centercut, tense walking into this matchup, batting 267 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. He has tier 3 fastball hitter, but he has not been able to leverage it. And this one sent to deep right field, but right at the warning track, Owen Thomas tracks it down. So Tony, finding the pitch he liked, got the fastball, but couldn't barrel it up, likely because he's tense, and missed opportunity there. But 2 outs for Knox Dominguez. Knox batting 214, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and a dribbler to second base. It'll be an out for Jack Mars, and that'll finish the inning. So good start for Colton Blackburn, our workhorse rookie. Gets through the inning, 1, 2, 3. We'll get things started with Jonah Gonzalez. Jonah has been solid for most of the year, batting 510 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Likes to swing at that first pitch, pops this one up and into foul territory. Souvenir for the fans there, and Little Hack will activate. And swings at that one, puts it up the middle and into center field. Skylar Rocket, who's locked in, will throw it to Aurelia Kiki, who's on fire. I think Jonah just got a mojo boost, and now Sullivan Reddier will come up. Has been better as of late. 314 average, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Got that mind gamer trait, and it's helped him out a lot. And he lost this one into left field on the first pitch. Down in front of Tony Centercut, not known for his defense. And that'll be 2 consecutive hits. 2 on, nobody out for Tiger Gray. Tiger batting 542, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, is red hot as of late. Tier 2 easy target activated here, helping Concentrado, who has Tier 3 Wild Thing, also has Tier 1 Rally Stopper, and he's going to use it to his advantage as Tiger Gray grounds to first. It's a 3-6-1 double play, and bases get cleared up except for runner advancing to third base, and that's Jonah. And Jack Mars will pop up into foul territory, and that's going to end the inning. So what looked promising to start, Concentrado concentrates and gets out of the inning after giving up 2 consecutive base hits. Very unfortunate there. Aurelia Kiki comes up, second baseman, batting 297 with 5 home runs and 11 RBIs, on fire right now. Has Tier 1 Rally Starter, but it's not activated. And Colton Blackburn has to be very careful in this part of the order. 4, 5, 6 is very scary. Honestly, most of their lineup is very scary. And a 1-2 count here for Kiki against Blackburn. Popped up and foul, and that's going to get out of play. Swinging through strike 3, and she chases a pitch low and in, well out of the zone, and that'll be out number 1 here in the second inning. So good pitch there from Colton Blackburn, and here comes the year 4 MVP, last year's MVP, Skylar Rocket, having another great year, batting 341 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. He's locked in, and he'll get a base hit up the middle. So runner aboard with 1 out. First runner of the day for the Dive Bombers. And former favorite Cheville Spencer walks up, DH, batting 214 with no home runs, 1 RBI. Tier 3 slowpoke out of the box. Tier 3 pinch hitter, or pitch perfect, won't be active in this game. First pitch fouled back. And a base hit up the middle it goes. And with 1 out, 2 on here, the Dive Bombers have something cooking. And Colton Blackburn, who is known for having a bad inning here and there, is now in a really tough spot. As Franklin Pennington walks up, he just recently got added to the roster and in a late season move for the Dive Bombers, who have Tier 3 high pitch, and he gets sent. He pulls one into left field. Runner reaches home safely as Skylar Rocket has the Tier 3 base rounder trait, as well as the incredibly fast speed he already possesses. And the first run of the game goes to the Dive Bombers with 2 on and 1 out. Caesar Baring comes up. Ball in the dirt, good block from McCormick. 364 average, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He pops 1 foul, and it'll go 1-2. Tier 3 Volatile, he's at neutral mojo right now, but really anything that happens here should impact his mojo. Sign Stealer activates, and he pops up into shallow right field, and Jack Mars will catch that. It is a infield fly, so runners advance at their own risk, and that's caught for out number 2. Reed Ibarra comes up, tense, Tier 3 fastball hitter, batting 172, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Colton back to neutral mojo. He gets ahead in the count 0-2 here with 2 outs. And a pop-up into shallow center field. Coming in is Fox Brennan, and he'll chase it down. Finally catches that to end the inning. But a run scores. Skylar Rocket scores on a base hit from newly added Franklin Pennington. Odin Thomas will come up, batting .344 with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. We'll see if Concentrado can have a clean inning. It will not happen, as Odin already gets a base hit here on the first pitch he sees. So Eliana Chambers, who has been very serviceable for us since we brought her in halfway or early in the season, batting .370, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs. It's been a really nice, productive batter in the middle of our lineup. Wish she was a little bit faster, but aging vet just helping us out. Hit and run fails, and Odin Thomas gets thrown out stealing second base as Eliana Chambers had to swing at a pitch way high and outside, inside, just to try and help out the runner who was left hanging out to dry. And with 1 out, nobody on, 1-2 count here for Chambers. She'll loft one off the end of the bat into right field, hanging up for Ibarra, and that's out number 2. Damn it. So Romatisse Hendricks comes up, batting .200 on the year with tier 2 easy target. We recently brought her in, and she swings at the first pitch she sees as a favorite, puts it into left field, and that's a base hit for her with 2 outs. And Fox Brennan will come up. He just recently took a contact drop as a random random arc event. Tier 2 easy target active here for Concentrado. Tier 2 distractor active for Aromatisse Hendricks over at first. Fox gets a pitch right down the middle and fouls it back. 2-1 count here. Checking on the runner, back safely. Marino applies the tag late. Lead speed at first base there. She tried running, but it fouled back, and it's 2-2. Fox will hit one into right field, and that should be easy play for Ibarra. He calls that, and it'll end the inning. So another clean inning for Concentrado, allowing a couple of base hits, but no worries for him. His team is way too good to be so inconsistent, and it's really frustrating as I feel like we are seeing this whole season slip out of our fingertips. We had control of our destiny, and we just let it go. They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. Grounder to first base here, and Tiger Gray will take that to the bag himself, out number 1. Tony Centercut will walk back up for his second at bat. Hit one hard to right field, just missed a home run on a fastball, and Colton has to be very careful. They're really keying up on his fastball with a few of these different fastball hitter traits. Ball just misses the top of the zone. A 2-1 count here, and strike 2 taken. So 2-2 now for Tony. He pops one foul. And low ball 3. So composed activates for Colton Blackburn on the full count. Gears up on a off-speed pitch that he's well ahead of and pulls it foul. Pops one out of play. And another one out of play. Staying alive is Tony Centercut. Despite being tense, he's putting up together a really good at-bat here. Another foul ball down the right field line. We'll do it again. And a liner to Sullivan Reddier, who will scoop and toss the first. Out number 2. So getting the 2 batters in the inning here once again. Knox Dominguez will come up 0-for-1. Third baseman, very potent hitter, but hasn't shown it this year. First pitch strike on the slider. Another slider that's going to drop in front of Jack Mars, who will get it over to first to end the inning. So cleaned third for Colton Blackburn. We head to the bottom of the third, seeing if we can figure shit out. We'll go 9-1-2, starting with Mohammed McCormick. Our backup catcher is 143 on the year with no home runs and no RBIs. Has tier 1 inside pitch. He sees it there, but takes it for strike 1. Swings at a pitch and pops it foul, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Concentrado has been pitching way better than I think we expected, but it seems like that's always the case when we see a bad pitcher, as Concentrado gets a called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. McCormick will head back to the dugout, and Jonah Gonzalez will come up. Locked in after his single in the first inning. See if he can reach base again. He takes a first pitch strike, and Little Hack will activate for him. He pops one foul, and he falls behind 0-2. Well outside on the curveball. It's taken for ball 1. Ball in the dirt, 2. And a 2-2 count now. And a base hit for Jonah Gonzalez. Mr. Consistent over here. Gets in, reaches base safely again. With 1 out and a runner on first. Sullivan Reddier will come up. He also singled in the first inning. Solely looking to see if he can continue to stay hot. He'll take a ball high and outside. Mind Gamer is activated here. Concentrado not looking good in the accuracy department right now. The Wild Thing trait will be part of that as well. Ball low, and it's 2-1 here for Sullivan. He'll swing at a pitch in his zone, but he fouls it straight back, just missing it. Curveball drops in, and he fouls it off. 2-2 count. Reddier will strike out swinging. He chases a slider that tailed away from him. Good break on that pitch from Concentrado, and that'll be out number 2. So Tiger Gray, who grounded into a double play, has been red hot the last few games, and he had a great opportunity and missed it. This one sent to deep right field. Rita Barra reaches up and found himself a little luck as he got that one in the glove. I thought that was getting over his head. Very hard hit for Tiger Gray, but unfortunately, Rita Barra tracks it down to end the inning. Really, a Kiki comes up. She struck out last time. She's still somehow on fire, though. 1-1 count here for Blackburn. Kiki will pop foul, and it'll make it 1-2. Fouling off again, staying alive, is Kiki. She takes a ball just inside, checks her swing, and holds it. And then she'll ground out to second base. This should be a mojo drop, and it is. She goes down to locked in now. Skylar Rocket singled. He ran around the bases and scored on a base hit from Pennington in the second inning. And he's locked in still. Average up to 356 now. He's 0-2. He fouls one off. Doesn't seem to be getting the barrel on the bat right now. Or a barrel on the ball right now as he fouls another one off. And this one he does, but it's going to be tailing foul, and that's going to get out of play. That one was scary. He hit that one hard, but late on it. He fouls another one back, still 0-2, and he chases strike 3, chases way inside, got him in on the hands, and Colton Blackburn striking out 2 of the toughest hitters in the league, and Kiki and and Rocket today. So now has to face off against Traville Spencer, who had a base hit last time, and is now locked in. He hits one hard, but pulls it foul, and that's going to get down. Jonah Gonzalez tried to chase it down, but couldn't get there in time. Ball low, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, and a base hit up the middle. Chevelle Spencer will stay hot. Wish he could have shown any of that promise when he was on our team, but he'll be on first base with 2 outs for Franklin Pennington. Got a high pitch and send it into left field. It was an RBI single for him. Cairo Cohen gets another appearance here. He hasn't been out there on the mound for a few days. He's fresh and pitching well this year. We'll see if he can take it the rest of the way as Colton Blackburn has had a good day. Runner on first is his responsibility. Pennington way late, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 3 swinging. And that was a sword move if I've ever seen it. I think Prack would say, holster that sword on that one. That was ugly. And that'll end the inning. So Cairo Cohen gets out of the inning, and through 3 2/3, Colton Blackburn gives up 1 run. Die Bombers still up 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. And Jack Mars will lead things off. He's tense. Little Hack is activated. Concentrado putting on a clinic as he gets a grounder to second base. Easy play for Kiki here, and that's out number 1. We've had a few different opportunities here against against Concentrado, but nothing comes to fruition here as here comes Odin Thomas. Blast from Odin. Deep left field. That one's going to get over the low wall into the dugout, into the bullpen. And Odin Thomas with a solo shot ties this one up. On a line, 402, his 4th home run and 10th RBI. 1-1 Favorites back in this one. It's tied up in the bottom of the fourth. That might have been it for Concentrado. Eliana Chambers will come up for one. Concentrado will stay out there. He's at 42 pitches, 43 now. Still at neutral mojo despite giving up the home run. Chambers would love to see you go back-to-back with Odin this time. Ball inside, and it's 2-2. Chambers will get one, but this one tailing into foul territory, chasing it down is Tony Centercut, catching it just into foul territory down the left field line, and that's going to be out number 2. Aromatisse Hendricks got a base hit on the first pitch she saw, and her first at-bat is a favorite. She swings at the first pitch here and fouls it back. She was stranded on first base in the last inning she was up. She gets ahead in the count 2-1 with 2 outs. And she'll dribble one to third base. Knox Dominguez will quickly scoop and toss the first end of the inning. But Odin Thomas with a big solo home run ties this ball game up, and we head to the last 2 innings with the favorites' playoff chances hanging on the line. Dive Bombers looking for some reinforcement here, but have to go through Cairo Cohen to do it. As Caesar Bearing will take strike 1. Sign stealer activated on the fork ball for strike 2. And pull foul out of play. 0-2 count once again for Bearing. He doesn't chase the ball in the dirt. And swings through strike 3, the slider from Cairo Cohen. Nasty pitch there as he gets him chasing out of the zone. That's an elite slider from Cairo Cohen that he loves to leverage in circumstances like that. Dakota Pecorino pinch hitting for Ibarra. The right fielder has been struggling offensively. Infield guarding the lines. Outfield at normal depth for Cairo Cohen, who gets another strikeout, and losing mojo is Pecorino as he tries to jog down to first base on the drop third strike. McCormick gets it over to first, and that's out number 2, and we ref to the top of the order once again. Tier 2 easy target activated for Marino, helping Cairo out. Get a first pitch strike there. Fouled back, and he's quickly down 0-2 with 2 outs. And strike 3, nasty fork ball from Cairo Cohen, and he strikes out the side. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think he struck out the side, and he struck out 4 batters that he's faced since he came in. Fox Brennan will lead things off. It's going to go 8-9-1, and Aaliyah Sesame will get brought in this situation. They put Pennington in right. They put Pecorino behind the plate. And here he goes. She goes. Aaliyah Sesame. She walks back up to the plate. She says, I don't care if I'm tense. I don't care if I have my Ace Exterminator trait active or not. She goes 454, dead center field. She gets her mojo back, her 3rd home run, and 7th RBI of the year. A big one as the favorites take the lead in the bottom of the 5th. That was a big moment in favorites history here, as that could be the difference of our ability to make it to the playoffs or not. We still have to hope things go in our favor. We're still not in full control here, but we need to win this one, and that Aaliyah Sesame home run gave us the lead here late in the last game of the season. Jonah Gonzalez comes up. He's 2 for 2, locked in. 2 singles. He takes a strike there. Little Hack will activate. Concentrado still going here in the 5th. It's going to be a ball low. And pull ahead of that one and pulls a foul. 1-2 count, and Little Hack will activate again. Lofted into the center field. Coming in on that is Skylar Rocket. He had what looked like it could have been a base hit. Those get wiped away a lot when Skylar Rocket is in center field. Sullivan Reddier will come up, batting 1 for 2 today. Average up to 324 now with 2 outs. Chases out of the zone there. He struck out in his last at-bat. Concentrado over 60 pitches now. He gets him chasing again, a 1-2 count. Reddier will take ball high, and it's even 2-2. Right down the middle and fouled back. And this one hit to deep right field. Chasing it down is Franklin Pennington. He's going to get underneath that one. Right fielder, catcher playing right field in this one. And that'll take us to the 6th inning. So the favorites up 2-1. Dive Bombers have the 2-3-4 hitters coming up to the plate, starting with Tony Centercut. Aaliyah gets replaced by Dash Boyd. Dash will be in center field, our best center fielder defensively. And a first pitch strike from Cohen. Ball low and away. Just missing the bottom of the zone, and that's ball 2. Ball just misses again. 3-1 count now, and Composed will activate for Cohen. Misses the bottom of the zone, and ball 4. Cairo Cohen can't believe it. He's faced 5 batters today. He struck out 4 of them, and he just walked the 5th. 0 for 2 day for Knox Dominguez. We have to be very careful here with a runner on first. Fork ball doesn't catch the bottom of the zone. Slider gets fouled back, and it's a 1-1 count. With Tony Centercut being tense, he's not that fast over there at first base. 1-2, and popped up into foul territory. Trying to get over that is Jonah Gonzalez. He might have room, and he'll get to that one. Catches that, out number 1. Runner retreats back to first. That's a big out right there. Keeping Dominguez at 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 on the day is amazing. Now Aurelia Kiki comes in. She's locked in, but she's 0 for 2. First pitch strike. Doesn't chase the slider low. Cohen is locked in. Strike 2 in a max pressure situation. A 1-2 count for Kiki. And she chases strike 3, strikes out for the second time today. And she goes down swinging. Skylar Rocket will be the last hope for the Dive Bombers. With 2 outs and a runner on first. Potential tying run at first. Potential winning run at the plate. Skylar Rocket, former MVP, is still locked in. Fouls that one back. 1-2 or 1-1 count here. Cohen trying to clean it up. That one's going to go foul. And with a 1-2 count, just making contact and pulling it foul again is Rocket. And he'll ground one past Sullivan Reddier. It didn't look like he was ready for that one, as he couldn't even get over to it in order to keep it in the infield. And a single will keep the game alive for the Dive Bombers. 2 on, 2 outs for Cheville Spencer, who's 2 for 2 today. And a dribbler to second base. Jack Mars makes the easy play over to first, and that'll end the game. The favorites win the last game of the season against the dreaded Dive Bombers. I think we swept them in the season series, and our playoff hopes are still alive. Oh my God, it's going to be scary. So, quiet game here, but 2-1 victory for the favorites. 2 runs on 7 hits for us, 1 run on 5 hits for the Dive Bombers. Dive Bombers quiet. They got 2 hits from Rocket and a run scored, 2 hits from Cheville Spencer, and 1 hit from Franklin Pennington, which was the RBI single. Also got a walk from Tony Centercut, and that was all the base running that they were able to get mustered together there. So good all-around pitching for the favorites. On the other side, Jonah got 2 hits. Odin Thomas with 2 hits, one being a solo home run that tied the game early. And then Aaliyah Sesame comes in for Fox Brennan. Perfect substitution, and she blasted one. That was the game winner. So our starting catcher getting a day off, and she used it to her advantage. Amazing hit for her, and that was the game winner. Just a quick shout out for Aromatisse Hendricks going 1 for 2 today. Good contribution from her, while Fernanda Branch was sitting today out as well. Concentrado, he went a complete game, but 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 home runs, and 2 strikeouts. He didn't deserve a loss here, but he gets the loss. Honestly, he didn't. I don't know why he pitched so well. We should have gotten to him easier than that. But Colton Blackburn, he gets a no decision, 3 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. A masterful performance for him from the 4 spot in our rotation. Cairo Cohen was beautiful, going 2 1/3, giving up 1 hit and 1 walk. He struck out 5. He struck out 5 of the 7 batters that he faced. Absolutely amazing. He gets the win. Good for him. His ERA drops down to 1.74. Huge turnaround from season 1. Very happy with what we saw from him. Odin gets a 1 spot, Aaliyah number 2, and Cairo number 3. So we did our jobs. Now we need to rely on the Scroungers to fight. I'm going to give this one to Aromatisse for now. Eliana is not likely to stick. Actually, Eliana is below her price point, but Aromatisse is above hers. So even if I wanted to bring her back, I'm not going to on this salary. So we'll give it to Eliana just in case we do decide to bring her back. Because honestly, she's been pretty solid as our DH. This isn't fair. Between Jericho and Fernanda Branch, who loses mojo, I think it's going to come down to value here. valuation for Fernanda is 8.4. She's minus zero point 0.7 that we're underpaying her. And then we have Jericho House. He's worth 8.3 and he's minus 1.5. It's more likely that Fernanda will come back being below her valuation versus Jericho, who's well below his valuation. So I am going to dock Fernanda here. That's a tough call. All right, Fox Brennan or Muhammad McCormick? McCormick's likely going to come back. Fox, I'm going to drop anyway, so we'll give it to Muhammad. All right, so that's going to do it. Oh, what do we do from now? So we did our jobs. The Skulls have 3 games left. They have 2 against the Scroungers. It's a doubleheader. And then there's 1 against the Below Zeros at their park. If the Skulls win... Hold on, let's look at the standings again. If the Skulls win... They have to win 2. If they lose 2, even with the large run differential, they shouldn't... in their win, they shouldn't be able to knock us off. So, but if they win 2, it's a guarantee. So what are we going to do? I'm going to go through the actual schedule here, and I'm going to simulate 2 these games. We'll skip ahead. So this is the moment of truth here, as the Scroungers and the Skulls will face off in a 2-game set. Scroungers should want to knock off their division rival, the Skulls. So we're going to simulate this game. Jesus Lang versus Al McClay. Let's see if the Skulls could start off with a loss. That would be wonderful. They get a lead. Scroungers fight back, but then Fernandez home run late in the game gives them their 9th win of the season, and now they have to lose the next 2 games. If they win this one, they are locked into the playoffs. Scroungers, come on. This is not a good matchup, as Braylon Bowen looks way better than Isaiah Ingram. We're just going to hope for some offense from the Scroungers here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 7-1 ball game, and the Skulls will be your wild card. And now at this point, I'm just going to double check to make sure I'm not skipping anything. Yeah, we cannot get in. The Rippers are done. The Skulls have 1 game left. Even if they lose, it doesn't matter. And we're out of the playoffs, folks. Simulate the rest of the games. A 9-7 record is not enough to do it. That's so frustrating. It's really unfortunate because I feel like the team looked really good this year. We just had a few dumb losses there that cost us, and that's all it is. I never did anything since the game ended. The Sewer Sneaks, they ended up signing Augusta Centercut, development for Crisp, for Junk. Protectors signed Red Austin, replaced Saul Ferguson. Oh, good old Saul Ferguson. Scroungers, they just dumped more of their team before that last game, I believe. Aromatisse Hendricks loses 2 power. That doesn't matter. And Malia Choi with development, which doesn't matter for us. Any other development before we finish the season? No for Gibbs. No for Asher. I'll do this one for Crisp. I'm not going to do this one for McCormick. I'm going to look for a potential alternative option in the offseason. I'm honestly considering bringing back Amalia Choi next year, but we will have to bring her back at a cheaper contract because she's well overpaid right now. Crisp, let's do this one for you. +2 Junk. Chance for more. Won't get it. So +2 puts him at an A finally. Junk up to 60. Velocity up to 51. Accuracy still at 99. Oh, man, I'm so deflated now. It's so frustrating. As the season ends, let's take a look at the final standings. The Protectors get your number 1 seed in the Yang Conference, followed by the Dive Bombers. Both of those are the division winners. The Skulls from the Earth Division get your number 3 spot in the wild card contention. The Rippers from our Fire Division, they end up getting the number 4 spot. We are just outside at number 5, and we just missed the playoffs. Again, take one against the Rippers, take one against the Below Zeros, the one we lost against the Protectors this year, 1-0. Just so many things could have gone slightly different, and we could have seen ourselves in the playoffs for the first time. On the other side, Maulers are going to be your number 1 seed from the Water Division. Reapers, number 1 from your Air Division. Dirt Dogs and Sewer Sneaks, both from the Air Division, making it into the wild card contention at 10-6 and 9-7, respectively. Our Outlaws' worst team in the Yin Conference. They had a big drop-off after what has been 4 straight years of making it to the playoffs, making it to the championship series, but losing 3 straight. They completely fell off a cliff this year at 5-11. On our side, the Undulates had the worst record, and 2 teams with a 5-11 record in the Yang Conference. Really ugly performances from those bottom teams, but somehow the Below Zeros still got one of those wins against us, which is very, very frustrating, especially knowing we'd be 10-6 if we won that one. I'm not going to let it go, okay? Let's take a look at league leaders. Number 1 the last time we looked was Top Floral with Asher Garcia sitting at number 2. Let's see who's your MVP for Season 5 of the Chemlock League. It's going to be Top Floral. He stays in the number 1 spot. He earned it with an incredible ERA and a wonderful year. I still feel like Asher probably got a little got gypped here, but it is what it is. Archie Barton broke the record for most home runs in a season, and I believe either tied or potentially broke the RBI record as well. But he lands at number 3, so he's going to be your offensive MVP. Top Floral gets the Cy Young winner. So let's actually do that before we look into anything further. Let's go Archie Barton on the Rippers and Top Floral on the Blurs. Let's go over to the Blurs first. Top Floral. He's not even the best pitcher in their starting rotation. That's Liana Jaramillo. She's been on their team the last 2 years. All right, so Top Floral, we edit his looks. We go over to the glove. We're going to make it all white. Actually, let me edit this one, make sure it's... Okay. So he's going to get all white here, as he is your Season 5. Your Season 5 Cy Young and MVP. And let's just finish with the bat. All right, that's his bat. We're not going to change any of the gloves or the bats, but he gets the number 1 spot. We'll show off the white glove there. So Top Floral, your number 1 pitcher in the 5th season of the Chemlock League. The next one we're going to do is we go to the Rippers. We go down to Archie Barton, former Dirt Dog, if I'm not mistaken. He has himself a year, and he gets rewarded with the MVP. Let's give him the white bat. There we go. These colors are kind of wild, aren't they? All right. That'd be a fun team to put a custom logo and jersey together for. Thanks for bearing with me as I do this. Oops. All right. So Archie Barton, he gets the white glove treatment. Your MVP, offensive MVP for the year. Congratulations to him. Back to the league leaders. Number 3 is Archie Barton. Number 4, Biddles Waller from the Burners. Chucky Meyer from the Dive Bombers gets your number 5 spot. Havoc Sandman, number 6. Tiger Gray, with his hot streak there at the end, pushed himself all the way up into number 7 of the top 10. We also saw Cumulo Lawrence, former favorite, lighting it up as a skull, and she ends up making it number 8. Orville Bracketeer number 9, and Ramon Burr number 10. So interesting note here. 2 burners, the only duplicate team members in the top 10. They're both starters. So that's pretty crazy. The burners didn't even make it to the playoffs. So they just wasted 2 top 10 performances from 2 starters. That's tough. Let's take a look at the rest of the league leaders, starting with batting average. Tiger Gray gets that. We actually have 5 players in the top 10 for batting average. Odin and Tiger Gray both with 4 home runs. It's going to be interesting to see. I believe Tiger is going to be our all-star representative offensively, but it's interesting to see that breakdown for our team. Jack Mars managed 11 RBIs, 19 for Archie Barton, by far leading the league. Tiger for on-base percentage at 529. He ends up going number 4, or tied for 3rd, excuse me, for slugging. Archie Barton at a clean 1,000, and then the on-base plus slugging. Tiger just behind Archie Barton at number 2 there. As you can see, Jonah Gonzalez, Elias Sesame, and Odin Thomas all sprinkled around these percentages as well. Jonah leads the league in hits with 27. Tiger right behind him with 26. Huge drop down to Odin Thomas, number 3, with 19. And then you go down to tied for 4th, a few different players, including Fernanda Branch. So good year from all of them. Could have been more productive hits. As we see, nobody made it into the extra base hits section. Archie leading that one with 12, and Jose Huerta, the only other player to get above 10. Actually, quick note, Justice Colon with 8 there. Justice leading in runs scored. A bunch of players tied with 11, a bunch of players tied with 10, including Tiger Gray. We see stolen bases goes to Falone Corona. Falone, do you have... Oh, we couldn't tell you because it's not in here. Caught stealing 4 times as Tiger Gray led the league there, so that's a bit frustrating. Asher led the league with 4 wins. Cairo Cohen snuck in there with number 3. 3 wins there. Plenty of players tied with that. Amalia, we just used her for 1 game. She did not allow an earned run until the game we used her for, but it was only 1 run allowed, I believe, putting her at a .68 ERA. No one on our team for saves. Asher with a .66 whip was good for 3 in the league. 162 OBA was good for number 8. Amalia Choi number 10 there as well. And Asher, 21 strikeouts. He was 1 behind the league lead. That includes Cumulo, Will Moran, and Ramon Burr. Top Floral, 1 behind Asher Garcia there. Then we have Amalia with number 9 and strikeouts per 9. Walks per 9 goes to Jess and Colton Blackburn, neither allowing a walk. Asher Garcia, .79 with walks per 9 there. And then you see Jess, Colton, and Asher in the strikeouts per walk category as well. Honestly, kind of feel like Asher Garcia got screwed here. Top allowed 2 earned runs through 22 innings pitched. For Asher, it was 5 earned runs through 22.2 innings pitched. But really, the difference there is so minimal. Our whip was way lower. Top allowed 13 hits and 4 walks compared to Asher, 13 hits and 2 walks. We struck out 21, allowed 3 home runs. We had 2 complete games and 1 complete game shutout. For Top Floral, it was a complete game shutout. He only struck out 20, 85 batters faced there compared to our 82 batters faced. So, yeah, I mean, ERA is really the only category that he beat us. It is what it is. Asher already got a Cy Young, so we'll let him have this one, I guess. Let's take a look at the team league stats before we finish up this episode. Looking at Jonah Gonzalez. Brought him in. I believe he was a rookie. Let me see if I have my notes still. Where you at? Jonah was a season 4 rookie, right? Yeah, he played for the Dirt Dogs last year, came in and played for us. Got more starts this year as he was a starter for us in left field. Phenomenal. I love him as a leadoff hitter. He was great. I will continue to I will plan to keep him on the team. Sullivan Reddier, slow start, picked it up. I think he hit pretty well. He's primarily a really wonderful defender. Even though he made one error, I felt like he was really great over there at shortstop. And 12 hits, one home run, 3 RBIs. Not a lot, but as much as I'd like from him. Tiger Gray was great. I would have liked a little bit more out of him, but top 7 performance in the year is wonderful. Jack Mars was a bit of a letdown this year, drop off from season 4, as he had 7 home runs and 14 RBIs last time. Huge drop from the 41 total bases down to 27. That's just that's going to bite into your offensive performance. Odin Thomas helped to pick up some of that slack. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, batting 380 with a 1060 OPS and 34 total bases. That's great. But I also kind of hoped for a little bit more out of him. Aliana Chambers was a nice surprise add in the middle of the season, and she was pretty productive for us. Or Matisse Hendricks, we just saw her for that last game. Fox Brennan, not going to say much about him. Muhammad McCormick was not an offensive presence at all. I thought he was holding it down well behind the plate, and that was really helpful as our backup catcher. Fernanda Branch, she was way better offensively than I would have expected. I hate that she had 2 errors, but she was actually a really, really reliable third baseman. And of course, with the cannon arm, that's always helpful. And then Aaliyah Sesame, you know what? It was sad to see her kind of fade towards the end, but the big win there, game-winning home run against the Dive Bombers, we'll take that against such a hated rival anyways. 15 for 36. A lot of that missing hits is from that second half of the season where she slowed down significantly. Plunge Batista, don't really care. He was just a fill-in. And then Dash Boyd, development option. He went 0 for 5 on the year, but I don't care. I think he's still got a little bit of hope, and he's a good defender. So on to the other side. Amalia had a good outing in the one pitching performance that we needed from her. Asher Garcia was phenomenal. He really stepped up this year. Last year he was good. This year he was amazing. He dropped one earned run. He won all 4 of his starts. He went 2 2/3 more innings. He gave up 7 less hits. He struck out 2 more batters. He walked 1 less. He did give up 2 more home runs, but he got 2 complete games and 1 complete game shutout, and only 3 more batters than he saw last time. So he was much more efficient with his, and he pitched more innings, but he threw only 271 pitches compared to 276. So really, really impressive from him. He is our ace. He will continue to be our ace. Malia Choi, was nice to see her in the one pitching performance she had. Jess Trujillo, that was kind of our letdown. I would say if we can find an opportunity to replace her, I'd be open to do it. She had a better season than last year, same amount of earned runs, but pitched more. She gave up more hits. She struck out more. No walks allowed this year, which was great. She did give up 3 home runs, same as last year, but it just wasn't a successful year for her overall, and she was tough as our number 2 for so long. Colton Blackburn, rookie, pitched really well. He did give up the 9 earned runs, but a 1.38 whip is nothing too shabby. He gave up 22 hits. He struck out 12, which is great. 2 home runs. He did get a complete game at one point. It was the loss against the Protectors where he gave up 1 run and he lost 1-0. This last performance was great. He only gave up 1 run then. He just had I think out of his 4 performances, 1 was rough, the other one was okay, and then he had 2 really great performances. So I like him. I'd keep him as our number 3. I'd like to see what else we have out there. He doesn't meet our traits as he has composed and workhorse both at tier 1, but I'm okay with that if he continues to improve, unless we see some like generational development option in the off season. Cairo Cohen, what can I say about you, dude? What a glow up from year 1. His rookie year was awful. Gave up 12 total earned runs and 11 2/3. This time he switches it around, goes 10 1/3, giving up only 2 total earned runs in 5 games pitched. Phenomenal performance. Loved what I saw out of him. Gave a renewed excitement for that, for our bullpen ace. Kansas Gibbs was a bit sporadic. He only pitched 3 innings. He gave up 4 earned runs. We didn't really rely on him, only in 2 games this season, but he was okay. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more out of Jericho House. He didn't get many opportunities, and that was unfortunate. But he pitched okay in the time that he was out there for us. Chris Blopside didn't get much, or didn't do well this year at all. I'll be honest, worse than last year. He pitched less, but he wasn't successful when he was out there. That was really frustrating. I am considering replacing Chris Blopside here, as I just don't know if it's worth having 2 like bullpen aces and spending the money there, especially if Chris isn't going to do his job. I think Jericho House can stay. I'm okay with Kansas Gibbs staying, but I'm also open to replacing him with someone else. Elder Santos, he would have to go. I'd be looking to potentially bring him back, as he is pretty solid, maybe replacing that second bullpen ace of Chris Lopside with Elder Santos. But all in all, I think it was a good season. I felt like we never truly put all of the pieces together. It's frustrating to see that Jack Mars didn't do as well as we would have hoped. Jonah Gonzalez was great, but I just felt like I would have liked... Honestly, I'm not going to complain at all. He was a good table setter. Tiger Gray was great, especially late. Odin Thomas, I would have just liked a little bit more production out of him. I think the biggest problem was that we got Sullivan struggling early, and we struggled to find somebody that could fill in at third or short. And then we had Whistle Thornton, who was awful. And that really, really forced us to pivot a lot. I think Cairo Cohen, what was his name? He's in the free agent pool. The other Cohen brother, Clark Cohen. Clark Cohen was, I thought, going to be a better anchor for us. We had to pivot away from him because he did not play that well in the 3 starts he had for us. That's okay. He wasn't expected to be lights out or anything like that, but I just hoped he was a little bit better for our team. Honestly, I just think that the biggest problem was that Chris wasn't his normal self. Oh, yeah, and not to mention the fact that Harvey Lancheros, just want to quickly highlight his awful year. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I felt it was. 4 earned runs and 6 innings pitched with 5 games that he appeared in. He got a save, but he gave up 11 hits, his 2.00 whip. It was just way too much. He just kept giving up base runners, and that cost us a lot. I believe some of those earned runs were not his, but it actually probably skewed like Jess and Clark Cohen, and even probably a little bit to Chris Blopside, because he would come in after there were runners on and he would allow them to score. Just couldn't shut it down, and that's what was really frustrating for me. So I don't think I want to bring him back. I might be willing to, depending on what other options are out there, but I really think we don't need more than 2 like elite ace pitchers in the bullpen. And speaking of Whistle Thornton, oh shoot, don't want to sign him. Just wanted to show you just how bad he was. He was an all-star in season 4, which is the last year with Sewer Sneaks, where he had 6 home runs and 14 RBIs, batting .372. And then he comes around to our team and he goes 4 for 26 with only 1 home run and 4 RBIs, batting .154, just god-awful. Struck out 11 times, and he had half the at-bats, and he struck out more than the year prior. So, yeah, he had to go, which was really unfortunate because we didn't really have a good backup option there. So that's where things will leave off. Next time out, we'll, of course, see the All-Star game. After the All-Star game, we will simulate through the playoffs. We will do the last piece, which is the re-sign period, and then we will jump into the off-season. So a couple of different things that are happening next time out, but thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed a very tough season where we just missed the playoffs. but I think it was still fun, and I think we have high hopes. The flip from season 1 going 3-13 to 9-7 and just missing the playoffs, that's a lot. I think that's a huge turnaround, and I just think we have to capitalize and build off of that. So that's what I'm hoping to see in season 3. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.